Sam, congratulations, a home debut. It was a day that had a bit of everything in the end. What's your reflection at the end of day one?
Yeah, hard to know really. Hard to know who's sort of on top and sort of ebbed and flowed. I thought there was plenty there this morning. We sort of managed to get through that and then sort of didn't sort of capitalise on it as sort of much as we would have liked. But then we've got 2 key wickets there at the end. So potentially we might be a little bit on top, but it's we're going to have to bowl well tomorrow morning, and there's a little bit there. If we bowl well, I think we can get our rewards. But a lot of cricket left to play.
Yeah, just how tough was it when you went in this morning? I think 20 odd on the board. Looked like the ball was moving around a little bit. Was that the case out there?
Yeah, no, it was. It just that's sort of the kind of your job going in at 3 to sort of weather the storm and get through that, and it helps having a good player like Duckett at the other end taking putting bad balls away. So it was crucial to get through that early sort of period, and we would have liked a little bit more definitely than what we ended up with, sort of 260, 270. I think we were probably looking at 300 plus at one stage, but it's a pretty sort of normal score. It's about par here, and if we bowl well, then hopefully we can get a bit of a lead.
And yourself coming off of I suppose a pretty lean spell of cricket, to get a 50, it can feel a bit of an arbitrary figure at times, but it must be sort of confidence building getting that score on the board as well. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, when you get 60 odd, you always want to go on and get 100. But as you said, hadn't played a lot of cricket, for a bit, so it was nice to spend some time in the middle and some good spells of bowling, especially from Saki. At some periods there. So no, it was nice to get a score. You always want more as a cricketer. It's kind of the game, isn't it? But nice to sort of get sort of 270 on the board and set up a game for us, hopefully.
You mentioned batting with Ben, who really took the game to Lancashire at the start of the day, and Joe as well, who typically counter-attacked in his style. How, I suppose, satisfying is it being at the other end watching batsmen in full flow? Yeah,
I mean, they're 2 excellent players, and it sort of takes the pressure off me. I can sort of just play, and it's sort of that sort of old school sort of Australian style of taking it sort of to them. And I know as a captain, it's really hard when a player like that comes out and plays like that. You have to take men out of the slips and put them elsewhere. So he sort of played really well last few weeks. And as I said, it's just disappointing that sort of one of us didn't go on and make a big one. And we were sort of just saying as we were walking off there that we're going to have to convert one of these at some stage. So I'm sure that's to come. But there's always a second innings as well.
There was a little bit of a stage where there was a bit of a collapse, I think, but there was 42 runs, I think, put on for those last 2 wickets. And you said you've been a captain yourself. It can be a bit of a momentum changer going into bowling when that does happen. Was that sort of the mood in the dressing room as well?
Yeah, I think so. And we got an extra point as well, and those all add up at the end of the season. Those sort of like last wicket partnerships, they can be really frustrating as a captain. So, we've done that pretty well last few weeks, to be honest. We batted like a long way down, so we're sort of never sort of out right until the end. So, look, it's there's a lot of cricket to be played. As I keep saying, it's I think that it's a pretty good pitch at the moment, but there's still enough balls in there which you feel like you can take wickets with.
Yeah, and just to finish up on the wicket front, it was Luke and Dane that did the damage at Somerset, and Brett today. You've seen them in full flow, and it must be quite good to watch out there on the field.
I mean, Taunton was incredible, really. To be honest, I haven't seen a group bowl like that for a long time, and to replicate that over and over again is going to be tough. But Hutt's bowled unbelievably well tonight. He got 2 crucial wickets. If one doesn't get it, the other one will at the moment. So yeah, it's. They're a good unit, and and with Pato and Mal as well to sort of join the forces. We got a good bowling attack, and whatever we sort of set into the last innings, I think we'll be confident.